Holy smokes, this is serious. The SEC has just postponed the XRP ETF once more. Additionally, XRP just outperformed Solana with a significantly better day on the futures. Additionally, Bitcoin is on the verge of its highest ever daily close. Will it last? Will there be a breakout that causes the market as a whole to pump up behind it? We're going to discuss all of that. I only ask that you smile at me so that I can radiate positive energy. Because Smishity allows unrestricted surfing, they bash the like button. Some people have expressed their distaste for free surfing in the comment area. You are also free to detest if you so choose. Well, let's get started. I would like to begin with Bitcoin, as we can see here. Bitcoin is on the verge of doing something, so we'll get to XRP in a moment. Perhaps it won't finish in a second. There are a lot of writings here, don't you think? Forever, as you can. See, Bitcoin hasn't had a daily close despite reaching a high 109. There is a white line above that. Thus, 109,630 was the peak. We're around 106 right now. But as you can see, Bitcoin dropped back below the 107,000 mark on that day. In fact, 2 days ago was the highest daily close we've ever had. It's interesting to note that similar to yesterday, it was able to rise higher today before falling back, correct? And this occurred, interestingly, once more, you must take a chance whenever I say interestingly. It took place, I believe, near the close of stock market trading. We crossed this threshold, but ever then things have been kind of up and down. The daily candle closes in around 1.5 hours. Therefore, it'll be fascinating to observe whether it can close over it. An indication of bullishness would be that it's not going to blow up, but this is a bullish indication, isn't it? Therefore, it will be fascinating to observe. Since then, XRP has been fluctuating roughly in time with Bitcoin and the other cryptocurrency markets. For the time being, XRP has managed to maintain the trend line here. Thus, the trend line already has the 1, 2, and 3 touches. It has managed to hold thus far. We'll keep an eye on this and see. We'll see if the momentum holds and the price of the XRP recovers from there. Let's see. Things will be fascinating. No significant economic data is available until Thursday, when the first job figures are released. Nothing tomorrow. However, despite the fact that it hasn't been working out in the last few days, my theory, in which I stated that there is no economic data and that the market has mostly been sideways, has held up well. And I was worried that perhaps my hypothesis was that if I claim nothing was occurring, then something significant would occur. However, nothing has occurred thus far, either positively or negatively correct. You can never predict the future. Thus, it will be fascinating. However, there are always chances the Trump token suddenly rises 6%. There will always be some influential people in the world. As you are aware, IAV leaps, despite being the most odorous, our fave jumped 6.5% today. Therefore, the market is always full of opportunities. You may get a head start on that if you're interested by using our partner BTCC. To increase your profits, you can employ leverage, go long or go short. Additionally, you receive a 10% deposit bonus on all deposits over $500, 0 cents, if you utilize my link in the explanation below. Additionally, depending on how much you trade, you might earn an additional $10,000, 0 cents per user. However, with such high potential reward comes high danger. While leverage can help you make a lot of money, it can also cause you to lose a lot of money. Therefore, please exercise extreme caution. There is a demo available, so you may start there, try it out and see whether you enjoy it. Additionally, I will receive a commission if you trade for real using my link. I'm grateful for that. Additionally, keep in mind that even though Bitcoin has been around for 13 years, we have witnessed exchanges go bankrupt, close positions, and engage in other nefarious activities. As such, it is important to raise user agreement and comprehend the risks and rewards. And once more, I will receive a small commission if you utilize my link. So I'm grateful for that. It appears that the bulls and bears are currently engaged in a battle to push the price of Bitcoin below that threshold and prevent the daily candle from closing above it. It might have closed by the time you're viewing this, though. There is one. It is nearly 1:30 at my time to see how that goes. It closes at 3 a.m. All right, as we proceed, I would like to remind you that this movie is solely for your amusement. Always conduct your own research before making an investment. All right, the SEC delayed the XRP ETF. When will it be accepted? The 21 share spot XRP right? And it will be detected by all of these accounts, right? Don't aggregate me then. The SEC is postponing the XRP ETFs, according to this theory. to allow Fidelity and even Blackrock to open up and apply for their own XRP ETFs. Have witnessed all of this, numerous times, and we'll get to the futures in a moment, but all of the affection that has been shown for XRP, as well as the shift and of course the court case, the settlement and everything else. Additionally, it appears to me that BlackRock is aware of all the money coming in at the moment and is looking for more. Additionally, Ethereum is reviving, correct? Perhaps there is more activity because Ethereum's price increased. They'll say, you know what? And when they see what I'm going to show you in a moment, they'll think, you know what? We could choose between the two, right? Let's do one with XRP. And I want to demonstrate that XRP futures outperformed Solana's launch by generating 19 million on the first day of trading on the CME group. Solana's first day's total was just 12 million. As a result, people may be thinking, Solana, XRP, they're pretty close in market cap of 86, not pretty close, since the two most popular cryptocurrencies outside of Tether are Dogecoin, which incidentally also has a delayed ETF, and BNB, which is a Binance token. Therefore, it will be fascinating to see if we are aware that BlackRock attended the SEC roundtable and spoke with the SEC. They might have said, hey, wink, wink, after mentioning something. We want to file as well. So don't approve the ETFs just yet. And if you know, then approve and all at once, exactly like you did with the Bitcoin ETF. Therefore, we have the advantage since, as you can imagine, we are more well known and we have demonstrated our dominance with the Bitcoin ETF. Investors who are waiting for an XRP ETF are likely to switch to the new ones if others are approved before them. This is because people are lazy. Even if switching to a BlackRock ETF is more difficult, I'm not sure. I have a story to share with you. This is for everybody. I am aware that several commenters detested my storytelling, but you must truly like me if you stuck with me for 10 minutes. Thus, it is highly likely that you will also find this narrative enjoyable. It's story time. I used to work as a software developer when I was younger, and the company I work for collaborated with Vodafone. The majority of people in Europe and the UK are aware of Vodafone, but I'm not sure if everyone in the US is. It's a cell phone company such as T-Mobile, Verizon, or TTNT, or anything similar. Correct. Additionally, Vodafone has its own for an odd reason. Every European nation has its own, such as Vodafone. Thus, Vodafone Spain, Vodafone Germany, Vodafone Italy, and so forth will be available. Additionally, every individual has a unique mindset and head. Some operate in this manner, whereas others do so, have distinct parameters and various deals to trade, why they are not identical. It will be similar to if Verizon in Wyoming or anything were different and an increase in Texas. Other than the fact that these people speak different languages throughout Europe, it doesn't really make sense, but you're providing the same services. For what reason should you provide a different service? I am not sure, but whatever. There are sticklers in Germany, and they made the decision that they didn't want a particular service. They didn't opt in and opt out are terms that exist, correct? When you tell a customer, hey, there's a service, they are opting in, and you will have this service if you pay €1 every month. You can sign up and receive that service after we sign it for you. It's not what most people will do, correct? Nothing not getting on your basic plan is something you're going to join up for. Most people won't, but some will. On the other hand, they took the opposite action in Spain. They requested that people opt out. Hey, you're now a part of this service, they remarked. On your plan, you pay an additional euro each month. You have the option to opt out. 90% of the clients chose not to opt out. In contrast, roughly 15% of customers in Germany chose to participate. What does the article intend to convey then? That people are lazy, and if people start with one provider, they probably won't switch unless the service is terrible and the other firm is significantly less expensive, right? The majority of folks are lazy and won't switch providers. Therefore, I believe that it is crucial for BlackRock to be at the forefront while everyone is getting certified to be present as well, as they will lose a lot of revenue if they don't. And I believe they are already aware of this. All right, it's so crucial that they realize that they might miss out on it. I'm not sure. There